If young Metro don't trust you, I'm gonna shoot you.
Raindrops, drop top, doing a podcast at New Media Studios. What up? Welcome to the realest podcast ever. This is episode 3.
Yeah, I like this, man.
We made it 3 fucking weeks, man.
Halfway through. They say if you make it 7 weeks, you're official podcast.
All right, so we're halfway.
Halfway, almost.
Almost 42%
Yeah,
of 100%.
almost there.
Almost to the goal. 7 episodes. You're a real podcaster. What the fuck is up? It's your boy C Diddy.
Man, makes me sick. This is the realest podcast ever.
Hashtag TRPE. Make sure you follow us on all social media at the realest podcast ever. Make sure you rate, like, subscribe, and share.
Y'all subscribing and downloading. You gotta like and you gotta comment.
Yeah, you gotta say something.
Say something. That'd be great.
Even if you just say 5 stars, those are 2 handsome men. And just leave it at that. That's
real
cool.
shit.
We'll take that.
Chad has a nice watch and Matt has a nice truck. Just write that.
Right.
We
You can just copy and paste what the last guy said and just drop that shit.
We doing good though. We've become cool as shit over the last couple of weeks with this podcast.
Yeah, nah, man. We've settled into our role as podcasters.
Like Chad doesn't have his headset on full. Like it's like half on, half off.
Yeah, I got one ear on, one ear off.
Remember, like it was an awkward nervousness the first time we were in here. That's gone now.
Yeah,
we walk in late with European water.
Yeah, it's fucking lit, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
and
when we get super successful, I already know Chad's gonna show up with just sleeves on like Bobby Brown. Did you watch?
Oh man, without a doubt, the fucking new edition special this week.
Bobby
3
had
days
on just sleeves. That's the coolest shit I
red
ever seen.
leather, just sleeves.
There was no front, no back, no sides.
Yeah.
It was just sleeves
and matching pants
and not coming off the stage.
I said, "Oh, Eddie Murphy is hitting him with the leather suit. I'm gonna hit him with the leather sleeves, my
Straight
nigga."
sleeves. Bobby's the coldest nigga ever.
Yeah,
ever.
I've been talking to a bunch of people about the new edition thing this week, and they're like, "Yeah, but Chad's favorite is Bobby Brown." I'm like, "You're fucking right. There is no other favorite in the group." Like,
I'm not gonna hold you. I fuck with Ronnie because he really was underskilled, and
he made it.
Yeah, that's a scumbag's dream.
He was a 2-tool player and made it in a 5-tool game.
Yo, real shit. Like Udonis Haslem got a ring, the same one that Wade and LeBron got.
Yeah,
real shit.
Sure.
I like those type guys.
So yeah, I mean the new edition special was definitely dope.
It was all
3 days on BET. The commercials drove me fucking crazy.
Somebody at BET, Almost Black Entertainment Television, has to rumble me. I like the commercials were insane.
It was crazy.
It was
like,
every 6 minutes,
and it's like that same like dramatic style of like, soon as some good shit about to happen or some bad shit, cut the commercial.
Like we don't give a fuck about the quad or whatever the fuck else is going on BET after this fucking biopic is over.
And that's the problem with like Viacom in general as a corporation, is that half of their commercials are their own commercials.
Yo.
So it's like, yo, like you're really like extending this fucking commercial break by a good 3 minutes every trip by just inserting your own dumbass commercial.
It went on for 3 days. The movie was 2 hours long.
Right.
Like it was unreal after a certain
The
point.
good news is that BET On Demand, unlike their other shows,
commercials.
Shit, no commercials.
I watched it on
and
demand
they
again.
immediately uploaded it.
Yeah, it was dope.
They must know like we got some crack. We gonna hurry up and upload this shit
yeah.
because me and Matt both used to watch the Westbrooks. That was like our shit. And
shout out Bree Westbrook.
Shout out India Love, Crystal Westbrooks, and Morgan. Yeah, Morgan's the one that ride the dirt bikes.
Morgan's the tattooed one.
Yeah, my cousin Quad said that's who he liked, Morgan.
I like Bree.
We was at the club last night. India Love was there. He's like, man, I love that fucking Morgan, the one that ride the bikes and shit. I'm like, you want some bike life shit?
Okay.
But when we used to watch the Westbrooks, and if I would miss an episode of the Westbrooks on Wednesdays, I'm expecting it to be on BET Demand the same fucking night at midnight. No, bitch. Sometimes Saturday, sometimes the following Monday or whatever. Like, you know what I'm saying? They were just uploading that shit at their leisure. Like, man, ain't nobody watching this shit. We gonna put this shit up, whatever. These 2 Philly niggas can wait.
Yeah, real shit. Because we were the only people it seemed like they were watching it. In the
you
city.
see, there's no second season.
Yeah, I don't think they finished the first season. But it's like, yeah, you text me that they have 4.4 million viewers.
The first episode.
Is that great?
That's amazing.
That sounds like it.
In the age of television where people consume things in an on-demand manner, like watching it on their phone or, watching it on demand later at a later time or whatever, to have 4.4 million households represented to sit somewhere and watch something is like amazing. But that just goes to show you that they're pulling from an older like viewer base who are from the era of really sitting down and watching TV.
Shit. This is the complexity of our relationship. Like Chad throughout the day texts me random facts. Remember I told y'all like he's a facts guy. He runs with stats. He always has information. He'll hit me throughout the day like, yeah, man, 4.4 million viewers for the first night of the new edition show. And I'm like, yeah, cool. I'm making turkey burgers. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Matt's the I think guy. Yeah, I think that's a good number.
Yeah, you heard me. I'm like,
makes sense.
That's great, I think. Yeah.
So from the new edition shit, we had 3 days of it, and it basically took them from kids to teenagers to the kids, teenagers, and then the Home Again tour, which fell apart and everybody went fucking crazy.
I knew that they got dropped off in the projects with $1.87. I knew that already because I saw it behind the music years ago. But watching it happen, like,
yeah, it's hard. It's gut wrenching.
Damn.
And then watching it happen again.
And then naming mom, shit, you felt that pain.
Bobby,
like,
you better get on in the motherfucking corners and make your daddy proud.
Don't make no damn sense. Like, you felt that.
Yeah, name it. There was a meme going around on Instagram. It's like, Naaman's mama is always disappointed.
If you were, listen to this. Our homie Ross, shout out Ross. Ross, one of the greatest people on the planet. Ross said, if you were ever on the wire, whoever you are on the wire, that's who you are for the rest of your life. You could never get away from your wire name.
Yeah, just like fucking my man Brooke Payne that was on it. Avon.
That's
you
not
fucking Avon.
It's impossible to get away from
Avon or as Ace Boogie. Other than that,
one day I hauled off and turned on Beverly Hills 90210, the new one. Mike's on that shit. I'm waiting for him to rob somebody, and he's like working at a pizza shop.
Yeah, ready for him to smoke something.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Like Mike killed motherfucking Chris Partlow and Snoop. Like it's like you ain't no motherfucking you ain't no.
No, he didn't kill Chris.
No, he didn't. Okay,
Chris went down for life. At the end.
Right.
He was in
killed
a
Snoop.
Definitely put one in Snoop helmet.
Yeah, you know my favorite.
You hear me?
Scene.
Put one in Snoop helmet. When did I become a street nigga? Oh,
my favorite scene on The Wire, super underrated scene, when Mike took his little brother in Dookie, he took him to Six Flags or whatever, and they came back, and Monk was like, where the fuck you been all day? It's shit going down in the corners, da 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 da. And Mike like, man, I just took him to Six Flags, da da da. They can handle it, woo woo woo. The count, right? And then they go to walk away, and Monk's like, nice dolphin, nigga.
Yeah.
Like, that's the best fucking scene in Wire history.
My favorite Wire scene is, it's weird because Omar was ratting, but the manner in which he testified was the greatest shit ever. He had that tie on with the baseball jacket. and the lawyer, what was the lawyer name? Levy, he was talking shit to him. He was like, you're a parasite. He's like, just like you, man. You remember that shit?
Yeah.
He was like, you got the briefcase. I got the shotgun. It's all part of the game, right? Like, that to me was the dopest episode ever. The dopest scene.
I learned to appreciate Omar later as I rewatched The Wire, because my whole thing was, 1, you're fucking gay. 2, you're a robber, and I respect the hustlers more than anything. And then 3, you ratted. So it just was like 3 strikes against Omar. But as you go back and rewatch the show, there's a necessariness to Omar. And the character depth is what makes Omar one of the best characters.
My favorite character on the Wire, it's weird that we've gotten into The Wire so deep, but it was Stringer. I like Stringer for some odd ass reason.
Stringer was a horrible fucking human being.
I'm gonna say Ross say the same shit to me, and I'm like,
horrible,
I like Stringer because he was a master at nothing, but he wasn't afraid to try just about anything, and he always seemed to fuck up. But it was like, yo, it's String, man. So what the fuck, you know?
Stringer got fucked around with that real estate shit, trying to fucking be a mogul. They kept pulling them permits.
He was trying to whack a fucking councilman. You know what I'm saying? Like,
motherfucker.
Yeah. But definitely the BET new edition movie was
super dope. So that brings me to the topic of some of the best biopics ever in our personal favorites.
Is it biopics or biopics?
It depends on who you talk to. I don't know. Let's do both.
Yeah, fuck it.
Biopics and biopics. So either one, whichever one you guys say is like tomato. I don't know which one is right, because every time I think I got the right one, somebody comes on TV and uses the other one. So
the best biopic ever for me, hands down, Temptations. I can't.
Respectable.
I haven't seen a scene as ill as "Ain't Nobody Coming to See You, Otis." That's still the gangster shit ever to me. So I'm running with the Temptations.
All
if
right.
I had to pick a biopic.
My personal favorite, and it's 3.
How do you have a personal favorite that's 3?
Well, what?
That kind of falls in line with us wanting to make the Migos president, though. So
we'll go with it. All right, so
cool.
Straight Outta Compton,
All right.
Paid in Full,
Cool.
5 Heartbeats.
But 5 Heartbeats isn't real.
It's based off the Dells, but
All right.
it's like dramatized. It's slightly dramatized, but it's based off of a real group. So it's like loosely
Yeah.
a biopic or whatever. And my favorite scene of 5 Heartbeats is when Eddie King Jr. shows up all smoked out with the fucking jumpsuit on under the trench coat. It's like, badass. Nights like this.
The greatest scene in 5 Heartbeats was when they got their fucking when they got their awards and Flash said, I hope that I can have this same success on my solo album.
Flash,
it's lonely at the top.
Yo, Flash is a piece of shit, man.
Flash had already put the album together.
Behind they motherfucking back. Yeah. Little do y'all know, I'm using this as a springboard
on some Ralph
to get away from you niggas.
Yeah. Ralph was like, let me play y'all something real quick, man.
They like,
Mike
what?
said, you brought us here to listen to that bullshit.
Yo, how good was
he
Yaz
played the
as
shit out Mike Bivens.
Dog.
He was all that as Mike Bivens.
Yo, Yaz, you ain't motherfucking, you ain't Hakeem Lyon no more. You a real actor, my nigga.
Real
like,
shit.
you killed that shit.
Yaz
man.
moved up a notch in my book.
Yeah, no, he
now,
was Michael Bivens.
He now has 1 notch. So he ain't gonna get carried away. But he was all that as Mike Biv. I definitely give him props for that.
He was dope.
Grown Johnny Gill looked like Chris Webber. And it fucked with me for the whole
Luke James.
It fucked with me for the whole 2 parts of the fucking last.
I mean, my whole issue with Johnny was when he first showed up, he had the crooked ass curl and shit. Like, that shit fucked me up. I'm like, yo, Johnny on some bullshit. Like I went right to Twitter like, yo, Johnny Gill on some bullshit. Curl as crooked as a motherfucker. That joint had a gangster lean. Like, it looked like he was part of Dirty Rotten Scoundrels. The niggas that sang, this is for my homies in the gangster lean. His curl was on a gangster lean. It
was dope seeing the story, though, of just how loyal they was to each other at young ages.
Yeah.
Like, young Ralph was doing karate on a dumpster. But he knew, I'm not leaving these niggas in the projects at like 11 years old. And then even when Biv spit in Bobby face and they was ready to get and Bobby like, no, dog.
He like, what's the problem?
He tried to kill me, but did he? Fuck that.
I'm alive.
Yeah, like that was decent to see.
Like, I'm going to do little do y'all know, I'm going to do way worse shit.
Little do y'all know, I'm going to fuck this tour up.
I'm going to fuck everything up. Like, single-handedly as one man gonna destroy everything.
Bobby showed up at the end of the concert. Was like, y'all ready to do this? They like,
and then they sweating.
They like,
shit.
nigga, the concert over. They chanting
They
Bobby.
they sound like they want Bobby Brown on the stage, motherfucker.
Yeah. Bobby showed up at the end of the concert. Like, yeah, let's do this.
He said, "You want to come? You no? All right, cool."
Yeah, that was a good ass biopic.
Yeah. So shout out to
if you could see a biopic of anyone, who would you want to see one of?
That's a good question.
You know who I want to see one of? And this is probably going to sound weird. Lil' Kim. Because up until Michelet,
like the psyche of
everything. Yeah. From being in Brooklyn, being big side chick, to actually blowing, her run as like a fashion icon and like top bitch in the game, then the whole Junior Mafia shit. Like, Kim's story is crazy.
Right.
And you don't see biopics from women's point of view with women perspective. Like, the female perspective. Up until Michelet, I don't think we've seen that like ever, especially from the rap game. Yeah. So it would be dope to see Little Kim's story in a biopic. I wouldn't mind seeing
somebody
it.
Underrated? Fucking Ben Baller. Ben Baller, the jeweler, Ben Yang.
He's one of the only celebrities I follow.
He's got one of the craziest like stories of what he's did with his life. He was like
with Rockefeller,
a Korean gangster with Rockefeller, with Aftermath. Suge Knight almost killed him. Yeah. Like his life to be a celebrity jeweler, like his life is fucking crazy. Like,
I wouldn't mind seeing something on the Ghetto Boys either, because the Ghetto Boys for me, the Ghetto Boys for me was like dealing with issues that, especially us in the black community, we don't like dealing with. You had Scarface, who was a manic depressive.
Right.
Willie D, who was a basically suffering from paranoia.
Right.
And then Bushwick Bill, who was a schizophrenic.
Right.
Those are issues that in the black community, realistically in any community, people don't want to deal with you.
Yeah, they get sick and swept under the rug.
Yeah, they just give you a token and put you on a 48 and I got to deal with you. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, we don't deal with that. You know,
Stop putting your family problems on Matt the bus driver.
Real shit. It's driving me crazy. It's like, it would be dope, though, to see something on the Ghetto Boys, too. So, yeah.
All right, so, I mean, and then, Paid in Full, for obvious reasons. So many fucking quotables. That's like the crown jewel of, like, Dame Dash's theatrical production.
That was a good ass movie.
Career.
It was one of the best movies that like you've seen from that rapper hip hop type. That's probably the best movie.
Yeah, and what's crazy is I've never really ever seen like Paid in Full run on cable television.
Yeah,
you know how all movies have like a theater run, a pay-per-view run, and then like
a bullshit Showtime run. Yeah,
never happened. So it's like, as good as this damn movie is, it's like it still probably hasn't been seen by the number of people that need to see it. You know what bothers me
about the rapper turned actor is that they don't get respected as actors.
Right.
But realistically, Cameron could have legit got a Best Supporting Actor Oscar
hell yeah,
for his Alpo rendition.
Everything. There was zero Cameron in that role in all Alpo.
Dog, Ace got shot in the face. He said, "Give him some soup."
Right. Classic lines.
Get him this thermometer.
Quotables.
Yo,
get him bars.
Some soup. Yeah.
Niggas get shot every day, B.
Like Pac as Bishop. He that's Best Supporting Oscar nomination type shit, and that you'll never get respected.
There was a meme the other day somebody put up, and it was like squad goals, and it was the crew from Juice, and somebody retweeted it and put, "You've never seen that movie,
seen the ending of this.
Like, you couldn't have seen this movie. Shit couldn't have gone more left."
Bishop set Q up. He shot everybody.
Bishop, fucking piece of shit, man. Bishop got that 38 and lost his natural fucking mind, man.
Real shit. Q had to go to Sweets with $25. Yeah.
Shit was bad, man. So, yeah, I mean, a lot of dope biopics. Like we said, new edition, record set, and congratulations to everything. BBD has a new album out that they put out on the tail of
Here's something I didn't realize about New Edition is that every time they went through some bullshit, their next album did better than their previous albums. Like, what was it? Candy Girl sold $1 million. Cool. The Joan with Cool It Now and Telephone Man sold $2 million.
Right.
Cool. Any Heartbreak sold $4 million.
Yeah.
Cool. Then their best-selling album was the Joan when Ricky was high, Bobby was high, nobody fucked with each other. It was like every time they went through some bullshit, the next album did
bigger
better.
and bigger.
It's just crazy that happened like that.
And not to mention all their solo success. So, shout out to New Edition. They definitely deserve that best R&B group of all time. I don't think that's up for debate.
Yeah, it's up for debate.
Who?
Boyz II Men.
Fuck no.
All right, come on, man.
All right, here's the problem with Boyz II Men.
Boyz II Men became the best R&B group ever when Mike said, "All the Philly steaks you could eat." Mike couldn't sing. He was just
I'm glad you brought this up. Here's my issue with Boyz II Men. Phenomenal records.
They the best selling.
Amazingly written records. Amazing record sales. All of that shit. The swag of a trash man.
No, that's why I'm a bus driver. So fuck you.
The swag of fucking substitute teachers collectively as a crew.
Hey, listen, they could sing.
No superstar bodies across the board other than Brandy.
If that's the case,
other than Brandy,
if that's the case, we gotta put Jodeci up there.
Absolutely. Jodeci had all the swag in the world and great songs and great production, and they changed the game.
But they all became fiends.
That's cool. That's how I like my R&B groups. Cracked out, smoked out,
I guess.
Falling off the stage, shit like that. Like, that's what I want from, you know what I'm saying? It's
when I was like
you gotta have a peak and then
when I was like
crescendo.
in 6th grade, I halfway wanted one of those like see-through suits. but it was like, I can't put that shit on.
But you never wanted the fucking bow tie and the and the pinstripe bullshit Boyz II Men was wearing.
Boyz II Men wore patent leather Jordans to the Grammys with their tuxedos.
They probably did.
Gangster shit.
Yeah.
So that's a definite point for swag.
That's a point, but now they only have 1 point.
Yeah, I mean, shit.
Jodeci's got 1,000 points for swag.
Yeah, but Jodeci didn't drop on Bended Knee.
New Edition produced Bobby Brown solo. Johnny Gill got bigger as a solo. Yeah. BBD, who has the biggest song of the 90s, the biggest song of the decade is Poison.
I can give you that.
New Edition, hands down.
I don't know, man. Boyz II Men did a song.
Boyz II Men sold 10 million.
Boyz II Men did a song for Mama, man.
I respect their body at work, but I don't want to hang out with Nate from Boyz II Men.
No. I seen him at the Sixer game. We was both sitting courtside.
Did he have hoes?
Yeah, he had a nice little chick with him. We shook hands. But, yeah, that was pretty much it.
Nobody knew it was Nate from Boyz II Men.
He had on, like, some bullshit Iverson.
He probably had on bullshit everything.
So it was like, all right, whatever. But, yeah, it's an argument. It's a definite argument.
I'm going with New Edition.
I'm going with Boyz
or Jodeci before Boyz II Men.
Terrible.
I might take H-Town before Boyz II Men.
H-Town.
They only got one record.
What was their record?
Knocking the Boots.
Knocking the Boots. Jesus Christ.
Knocking the Boots. All right, so enough about that shit. JayZ made the news again this week.
Yeah, shout out to
JayZ getting them checks again, man.
Doesn't stop.
A Sprint deal with Tidal. JayZ bought title in 2014 for $56 million. And this week, he sold 30% of the company for $200 million to Sprint, who will in turn open it up to their 45 million subscribers and also create a $75 million fund for artist exclusives for them to be able to go and grab these artist exclusive projects and do concerts and shit like that with Tidal and with their, different platforms and shit like that. So JayZ back in the news, making a lot of money. And this is especially cool because just a couple days before this happened, there was this whole report from like this Norwegian paper saying how they were fabricating their numbers and this, that, and the third. But apparently Sprint don't give a fuck because they believe in the brand of JayZ, which is what these stupid some of these stupid business people can't seem to figure out.
You got access to like the 4 biggest artists in music. You're just not going to lose when it comes to music.
JayZ, Kanye, Beyonce, Rihanna.
You can't lose. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's like somebody's going to want in on that
real
shit.
Apple's like, they're going to give Drake anything he wants. You know what I'm saying? Like, real shit. It's just like JayZ legit. He a machine when it comes to that business shit. It's just unreal at this point. Like, damn, like they really let Hove in and holla.
It's
like,
over.
It's over.
Yeah.
Do you think Hove's the GOAT?
Yeah.
GOAT rapper or like
here's my thing. My personal favorites are Big and Wayne.
Right.
My personal favorites. But you can't argue against JayZ.
I got Jay in my top 5.
In your top 3?
Top 5.
Fuck. You want to do this?
Biggie, Nas, Pac, JayZ, Lil Wayne.
Now here's my thing with Nas. Technically speaking,
I don't think JayZ raps better than
Nas.
He
can't rap better than Nas. Nas will rap fucking circles around JayZ.
You gotta remember, I don't come at it from like a that business. What can you do outside of rap?
Yeah.
You know when they do those hottest rappers in the game, they're like, well, how many followers do you have? It's like, dog, my favorite rappers didn't have followers.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Big never had an Instagram, so it's just like
Nas made Rewind. Nas made I Gave You Power.
Real
like
shit.
Nas made If I Ruled the World. Nas made the Illmatic album.
New
like, York State of Mind. Like.
So I honestly feel like Pac made the best music to ever come out of rap.
Probably.
Like when you hear a Troublesome 96 or Hit 'Em Up, you get angry. You want to hurt something.
Yeah.
When you hear Dear
More
Mama,
people have smoked wet and gone to kill somebody to Pac music than anybody.
Dog, what's the joint? Blacker the berry, sweeter the juice.
Dear Mama?
No.
Keep your head up.
Keep your head up. The fuck? Keep your head up is probably if not The Message or My Mind Playing Tricks on Me.
Yeah.
Keep Your Head Up is probably the 3rd greatest rap song ever.
Yeah.
You could play it anywhere. You can play it at presidential rally. You can play it at a baby shower. You can play it at a graduation. You can play it at a Crip cookout. You can
play it at a blood cookout.
You can play it at a blood cookout. You can play it at 55th Street block party. You can play it anywhere in the world,
right.
and they're gonna feel it. So it's like Pac made that type shit.
Yeah.
As far as making music, I don't think is anyone gonna be as good as making songs that you felt better than Pac. When it comes to rap, though, Big, Nas, and Jay are clearly the elites.
Yeah, for sure.
But I don't think Jay rap better than Nas or Biggie. Now, when it comes to outside of the rap arena, this other shit,
nobody can touch
it's not
that.
even close.
Yeah.
It's nothing to even think about.
Yeah, I mean, Puffy's the only one. Like
JayZ had us in big dumbass button-ups in 03.
Yeah.
So
JayZ sold us jerseys.
Yeah.
Told us that jerseys was whack. Turned around, sold us button-ups, and then he popped up with jerseys on again.
Yeah.
But I got smaller jerseys this time.
Smaller, tighter jerseys.
Yeah, I got smaller, tighter jerseys.
Like real shit.
And did a deal with Mitchell and Ness for his own fucking jersey.
Yeah. Brooklyn, the Nets, everything. Like Jay he a machine on that aspect. So it's like,
Kevin Durant and Robinson Cano are his athletes.
Yeah.
Like, he represents them, from an agent standpoint. So, I mean, as far as businessman goes, JayZ, JayZ is the GOAT. He's the GOAT rapper to me because of his consistency. Like,
I'll definitely give you that.
He got 92 fucking #1 albums and shit. I'm saying, but when you look at the numbers, and people gonna get mad at me, I don't give a fuck. When you look at the numbers, Drake and Lil Wayne are way far ahead of JayZ as far as like rapper acclaim.
Eminem is way far.
It's like it's not even fucking close.
Some keep it a bean, dog. DMX might be up there because he had so many albums.
Yeah, DMX has 6. DMX has 6 albums in a row that went #1, and in that he was going 3, 4, 6, 7, 9. Like crazy fucking numbers.
Like people don't understand is JayZ's best selling album was Volume 2 and it sold 5 mil.
Yeah,
then
like 6 now.
Then the Black album sold 3.
Yeah.
Like Jay never had crazy sales.
Yeah.
He just had consistent 2 to 3 million every album he did.
Yeah, Jay
and
never
he did 55 of them.
Jay never smoked crack and drove a motherfucking Chevy into the desert of Arizona.
No, Jay never pulled anybody over and acted like the FBI.
Right. So it's like shit like that will keep you in the game and be able to go
and
forward.
I feel like that's another thing too when we talk about those little top 10s and top 5s and all of that is that people look at the present and they take from that.
Yeah.
Because if you do this top 5 shit in 2001, motherfuckers is going to put X up there. And it's not even going to be a debate because he was that nigga. So it's like, I got Jay in my top 5. I respect Jay. I fuck with Jay. I'm a Jigga fan, if that makes any sense. Not really
It makes perfect sense because Jigga was brash and arrogant, and Jigga was
J-A-Y.
You heard the sound. She want us to end because I fucked her friend. She gave me one more chance and I fucked her again. Yeah. I seen the tears when she busted in. I said, "Shit, it's a draft. Shut the door, bitch. Come on in." Yeah. That's Jigga.
Like Jigga was,
he's a different animal. Yeah. Like Jigga was ride or die. You know what I'm saying? I probably make more money off your album than you. Like that was Jigga.
My mind is infested with sick thoughts that circle like a Lexus. If driven wrong, it's sure to hurt you. Dual level like duplexes. In unity, my crew and me commit atrocities like we got immunity. You guessed it. Manufactured intangible goods. Platinum Rolex it. We don't lease.
Buy the whole car, as you should.
Like, that was Jigga.
That was Jigga.
Hove is like, hey, Chauvier. I got my vote. I don't want to hear that shit.
You want to hear my opinion on the Blueprint?
I don't think so.
I think the Blueprint is one of the most overrated rap albums of all time. You want to know why? And you know who made me realize this? Wale. Wale said that he said the Blueprint is hot as shit. It's an amazing album. But do you realize that on like 4 or 5 songs, the hook is just Jay's name? Yeah. Different names for JayZ.
I'm gonna say this when it comes to the Blueprint, and it's kind of like a corny reasoning. You know how when they give the NBA MVP out, they give it to the best player on the best team.
Yes.
Blueprint is the best rapper. If you want to say JayZ's the best
on
rapper.
The best team,
it's his best album on the best team at the best time. Jay in 2001 was Jay. I ain't gonna hold you, dog. I thought Nas was done when I heard Take Over. I honestly thought Nas was finished.
We all did,
and
that's why people elevate Ether to such high levels because he was in the crypt. Like Nas is finished,
but like you look at, it's got his first #1 on there with Aisha to Izzo. The whole album was just solid. It just was all.
Yeah, no, he's rapping like a motherfucker. But then it's like when you peel the onion back and you're like, these hooks don't have no substance. It's like,
the hook didn't really have no substance.
But he's rapping at such a high level that it tricks you into believing that this is one of his best
I'll tell you, my
albums.
favorite Jay album is the Black album.
My favorites are my all time favorite. Obviously, is Reasonable Doubt.
I don't.
The rapping on Reasonable Doubt is some other shit.
Honestly, I'd rather listen to Volume 1 if I'm gonna listen to a Jay album.
No, I hate Volume 1.
It was 2 songs on Volume 1 I didn't like.
City Is Mine.
City Is Mine I hated, and
Sunshine.
I actually like Sunshine. I'm a freak. I ain't gonna hold you. Sunshine was my shit. I like that. You know what I'm saying? But what's the other song? I Know What Girls Like. I didn't care for that.
That was terrible.
Yeah, but Streets Is Watching.
Oh, there's
Friend
good
of Foe 98.
There's good records on there. It was number one. It was sequenced wrong.
It was sequenced horrible.
And following A Reasonable Doubt, it didn't make sense the way that they pushed those initial records out.
You got to look at Mason Puff was the hottest shit on the planet. So it was let's slap this nigga in an ugly yellow suit
30,000 times a week at the time.
Let's put a lot of lights on, put him in an ugly suit, and hope this shit blow.
It didn't.
And it didn't.
It didn't.
That almost ruined Jay's career.
It didn't. We'll get into more of the top 5 and all that shit.
Yeah, we can do that later
on another episode. So that was that. You want to go sports or you want to talk about Chief Keef?
I don't want to get too ignorant yet, so let's just out of go to sports.
All right, cool. LeBron this week said in the media the Cavs need a fucking playmaker. I'm going to be 33 soon.
We should have bought Rob. I thought about having Rob because Rob's such an NBA analytics guy. Like, I understand him completely. They're really missing Delavajova or Jelavajova, whatever the fuck his name is. They're missing him.
The Serbian.
Yeah, and people don't understand that. They like, oh, what you mean? You got Kyrie and all. No, they need a backup point guard. I understand. I've said that earlier this year, like months ago. They really do need a backup point guard. Now, people legit hate LeBron.
Without a doubt.
Are you one of those people?
No, I love LeBron.
I was about to say. People hate.
I hate LeBron fanatics.
I don't.
I hate LeBron fanatics. The motherfuckers who try to diminish what Kobe Bryant did and
You
meant
know
to
me
the
for a
league
long
of basketball.
time. You know who my favorite player was.
Kobe Bryant.
It's Kobe Bryant.
Yeah.
I'm a Kobe Bryant fanatic.
Yeah.
I was a Kobe Bryant fanatic. I fuck with Kobe.
Yeah.
I respect Bron because he had the world put on him when he was 17.
And he didn't fold.
I guess I'm going past like I always say, stay within the lines of the field or the court.
Yeah.
I'm going past that. LeBron the same age as me. We graduated high school the same year. That nigga at graduation from high school knew you about to be the face of an NBA organization. We're going to fucking change the whole organization for you. Reebok gave you $90 million. Your mom is in a Hummer with her silly ass. Everything is fucking about to change for you.
Right.
And boy ain't been wrapped up in no scandal. He done won Sportsman of the Year twice. Yeah. He's at every one of his middle sons.
10,000 kids to college.
He's at every one of his son's middle school games. He been with the same chick since he been in high school.
I mean, what I can say is
you kind of just gotta respect him.
Hands down, he's the realest.
I fuck with him.
To
He
ever
put
play
all
the
of his
game.
homies on. He waited till his homie. He put them all on.
He's the realest. He's the realest to ever play the game of basketball, hands down. Like he made all of his friends multi-millionaires, gave them business models to say, "You're gonna do this, you're gonna do this, you're gonna do this." And if you don't want to do that, all right, cool, fuck that. We're gonna do this shit.
He waited
instead.
to sign his big deal till his homie became his agent. Like he got done
to make sure he got that percentage.
Make sure he got the percentage. Like Bron's the shit.
Yeah, man. I mean LeBron is self-made. He fucking made Leon Rose hire his man to show him the ropes, and then all right, once I get my big card, see you, Leon. I gotta
when I watched the Believe Land 30 for 30. Really made me put it in perspective. Like, yo, it was really a whole like city on this bull back. You know what I'm saying?
A whole state.
Yeah, real shit. Like, and you see just how bad Cleveland became when he left and went to Miami.
Yeah, he ruined the economy.
The city almost went bankrupt. Real shit. And then you see him come back now. Now Cleveland got reality shows, investing in businesses and shit. It's crazy. Like, you really got to fuck with LeBron, man. If you don't fuck with LeBron, there's just something wrong with you.
All right, so the fucking with LeBron part aside, the part about the Cavs needing a playmaker was weird to me because you're LeBron. You are the playmaker.
Jordan had playmakers, yo.
Who?
Everyone. Not trying to be...
Kukoc?
Kukoc was the best Croatian ever played basketball. I'm going to say this. When Jordan retired in 93, Jordan left the game. The Bulls that year, they won the chip. They beat the Suns. They won 57 regular season games. The next year, Jordan didn't play a game. You know how many games they won?
Like 54.
55. They lost 2 less games. That team was good as shit.
Yeah, no, the team was excellent.
Even with Shaq and Kobe, the team got to be fucking solid.
But they didn't have them Lakers teams didn't have no playmakers. Kobe was the playmaker.
I mean, they had
Ron
Big
Hart,
Shot Rob. They had Derek Fisher, who was always there at the right fucking time.
Though. A playmaker is essentially somebody who can create with the ball in their hands, either for themselves or for a team.
Honestly, when LeBron said it, I felt like he shouldn't have said the word playmaker. Because it makes it sound like we need a star. Like, motherfucker,
it made it seem
everybody
like,
started tripping like, oh, they need to get Carmelo.
Like, or like
no.
they need Kemba Walker or some shit.
They don't need that. But they need a solid motherfucker. Think about it. LeBron's playing the most minutes in the NBA right now.
Yeah, and historically always has.
Yeah, so it's just like, I understand him what he's saying. It's just...
The word playmaker threw me off because it makes it seem like you're looking for like a top tier or a second tier star to add to already. You got 3 all-stars on this team. And then you got big ass Tristan Walker, and then you got JR and Iman. Like, Iman's shit, but JR's still pretty good.
And I didn't like either one of them. I used to always say J.R. Smith's not going to get a chip.
And he got one.
He lucked up and got one.
And he was a part of the winning of the championship.
Because J.R. Smith for years to me just didn't. He came off like a Carmelo. You know what I mean?
Well, I mean, he was a Carmelo teammate. so there goes that. So, I mean, yeah, the initial statement threw me off. Like, I can understand that. Looking at what you have to potentially go against, which is either the Spurs, who out of nowhere, I don't know none of these fucking new guys that are on the Spurs, but they're good as a motherfucker.
I mean, they got the best coach in NBA history, arguably.
Yeah, and then you see Kawhi go out there and play Cleveland on a Saturday night game and drop 40 on LeBron and make a bunch of big plays to stop them from losing. It's like, you got to face that shit, and then, oh, by the way, the Warriors beat the dog shit out of you after.
Kawhi doesn't get his just due because he's quiet and he has braids and he drives like a 03 Denali. Yeah. So people just don't like him.
Kawhi got to fuck an Instagram bitch. Like, I'm saying, you got to fuck like Fetty Wap's old chick, the one that got the sex tape coming out. Yeah, or like the chick Winter from like Bad Girls Club or something like that. You got to fuck with somebody that's like gonna praise you and talk about like how you that nigga and you be dicking the shit out of her. You know what I'm saying? And then maybe people start paying attention to you. Then they be like, oh shit, this guy's got one of the best efficiency ratings in the NBA. Yeah. Let's give him some money to do an endorsement.
He's got to trade in that truck too. You know what I'm saying?
Like you gotta like at least get like the Jag truck is like $60,000. Yeah. Like you could at least get like the new Jag truck. Like that's like the R Sport fully loaded.
Kawhi is one of the best players in the NBA.
Hands down, he's one of like the 5 or 6 best players.
I was gonna say top 3 or 4. Like
probably, maybe
it's James Harden, him, Westbrook, and like
Bron.
Durant, Bron. Yeah, it's like he's right there.
Anthony
with
Davis. Anthony Davis is amazing, though.
He's good. He's all that.
He's amazing.
He's good.
He's trapped on a terrible team.
I was about to say I don't think he's an elite player.
But you got to look at it like this.
Jordan was on a not so good team.
Name all the players you just named. What do they have in common? They're perimeter players, ball handlers primarily. Yeah. He's a forward center. How good he is compared to how terrible the guards is on his team is what elevates his value compared to a lot of other players because he's a secondary player. Hands down, yeah.
It's him, Cat.
It's him, Cat, Joel.
Joel is up
there. I saw a stat the other day on TYT Sports. Joel already, for his per 36 minutes, he's having the second best rookie season to Wilt Chamberlain.
Yeah, like ever. Yeah.
Wilt Chamberlain, 29.6 points per 36 minutes. Joel is 28 per 36 minutes.
I'm not the biggest Sixer fan. I'm a Philly dude, so it's like I root for him and want to see him do decent shit. And I understand the whole Sam Hinkie shit now, the whole trust the process shit, because he put him in a position to where they could really be like crazy.
Yeah.
With him on the floor with Ben Simmons,
they've already won more games than they won last year.
They've had I think they got like the second best record in the league in January or some crazy shit.
They
like that.
have won like 10 out of their last 14 games.
Yeah. Like Joel is all that. He should have been an all-star.
They snubbed him.
I don't even understand that for Paul Millsap.
Because you know what it is? We don't want to reward tanking, and it's like it's the coaches being bitter about the Sixers and the fact that it worked out because they were expecting him to never play. Yeah. So it's like some bitter like bullshit or whatever.
He fell down hard. He had to go out the game the other day we was watching. Who did they play that Friday night? It was a Friday night game.
They played Houston.
No, not that was this Friday. Friday.
Last Friday. I'm not sure.
He went for a dunk and he fell. I can't think of who they played. But Joel is all that. He's definitely a solid player. And I think he's going to wind up being, like, arguably the best big man in the game.
Yeah.
Though he got caught on a trap and, like, straight stopped Kyle Lowry. Like, at the top of the key. Like, it's just amazing.
Like, fuck that. Where you going?
And he forced Kyle Lowry into taking, like, a dumbass three-pointer.
He had a game where they played Sacramento where he was battling with DeMarcus Cousins. And they're like, what do you think about Joel Embiid? I think he's the best big man in the league after I retire. Is what he said. Yeah. And, you know what I'm saying? And DeMarcus is another one that's up there.
Yeah, I like Boobie.
Boobie is nice. And he's trapped on a horrible fucking team. Hopefully they trade him soon. What if like Cleveland got like DeMarcus Cousins?
I don't think that would ever happen.
You never know.
I don't see his style meshing with LeBron because the thing is,
if you can't mesh with LeBron, you're a piece of shit.
We've seen it happen. Like we've seen it happen.
And where are those guys now?
Yeah, but it's like you. To play with LeBron, you got to change your game. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like you watch Chris Bosh and how he had to change his game and become a perimeter dude. Even Kevin Love had to do it.
And he had to become a scrappy perimeter dude and fight for rebounds and really defend and all that shit. But that just goes to show how talented Chris Bosh really was and how underappreciated he was. Because Chris Bosh was a first-team All-Star forever. First, second team NBA guy, 24-12 for years in Toronto, taking him to the playoffs, second round, all of that shit. Yeah. And he dialed his game back to fit within the style of the team.
Yeah, and very true.
I mean, and unfortunately, it's unfortunate what's happening with him with the blood clots and all that shit basically ending his career. But he did, escape with a couple of rings, and he's going to get his full all his money, too.
He got a bad chick. So.
He's got a super bad chick. His chick used to go at Cameron.
Wayne fucked her too.
Yeah,
but, we're not trying to be ignorant.
Yeah, we're not today. Not today. So Joel snubbed from All-Star game. That was fucked up. We talked about that already.
Want to get into some ignorant shit?
Let's wrap up the NBA shit. The Melo. What the fuck is going on with Melo right now? Phil Jackson is essentially trying to trade Melo for like a carton of Newports.
Yeah, Phil Jackson's like, look, if you got a Regal with a strong engine, bring it up here.
Runs good, clean AC, 30% tint. You can get Melo and shit.
This is why I never talk shit about Carmelo Anthony. is because I respect, like we said last week about Chrisette Michelle.
Yes.
Get the bag. Carmelo went after the bag.
Carmelo did all them free agent visits.
And Carmelo didn't lie about it. Carmelo said, I want 125 guarantee. I don't give a fuck who give it to me.
Yeah. Oh, the Knicks guy? Oh, yeah, all right, cool. Carmelo did all them free agent visits knowing good and goddamn well it was no way
he could have gone to Houston. Could you imagine him in Houston right now with Harden?
With James Harden?
He could have gone to Chicago. He'd have been out there with Jimmy Butler. He said, no, you ain't got to be in 25.
Oh, 98, yeah, that's cool.
98 is cool.
Yeah, it's cool. Yeah.
I mean,
but Carmelo, it's the difference of 1 year. Essentially, it's the same contract. No.
I mean, it's cool.
I could die the summer of that 1 year. You know what I'm saying?
I'm from Baltimore. So I need that 125, dog. So I respect it. He went after the bread. He got it. And so Carmelo clearly wasn't trying to win.
So, I mean, where do you think he might be getting traded to?
I don't think he gets traded. Who wants that headache and who wants that dollar you got to pay out?
Yeah, I mean, you even look at like a team like Milwaukee who's got like a couple of talented young stars on the team. Is like, we ain't bringing this ball hog in here to disrupt that shit.
With the Greek freak, John Malamago, you don't want fucking Carmelo around
and
him.
Jabari Parker and shit. Like, you don't want to deal with that shit.
It's the same shit. Essentially the same shit AI kind of went through at the end where it was just like...
Shit was spooky at the end.
Yeah, where it was just like...
He's going to Detroit and Memphis
because it's a big contract, and then you got young players that it's like... That's like, I love AI. You know, AI's my guy, but he's not Chauncey Billups.
Right.
So it's like, you know what I mean? It's just a difference. So I really don't see Melo leaving the Knicks. Like, who's going to take that?
I mean, they're going to have to give him away because they offered him for Kevin Love. Cleveland said absolutely not.
Cleveland was like, "Are you smoking crack?"
Yeah, they said absolutely not. They've shopped him to the Clippers and to the Celtics. The Clippers and the Knicks said, hey, we'll even take a combination of guys that's not none of your big three. Just give us somebody. Yeah. Like, who you got?
Give us Michael Oliver Candy.
Yeah, give us the rights to Bobby Simmons. Like, from fucking DePaul. Give us Bobby Simmons.
Is Chris Kanan still on the team?
Yeah, it's like give us fuck it. Like, give us anybody to rid us of the Melo. We got 3 more years of this fucking deal.
Hey, they
so
gave it to him.
We'll see what happens with that, man. You know, Carmelo is an NBA legend. He's in a bad way, and unfortunately, he put himself in this predicament. So it's not but so much to be really said about that. But my favorite part of the show. Let's get to the ignorance.
Yeah, ignorant shit.
I don't know if you guys have been following this shit. Platinum recording star Chief Keef,
bang bang,
the biggest artist in Chicago, at the behest of his uncle's wife, decided to do a barefaced home invasion style assault, kidnap, robbery on one of his producers, and is now in jail along with Tato and like 1 or 2 more of his homies.
Chicago is off the fucking
They're a
chain.
different breed.
Like, it just now hit me, but Chicago was where the 4 niggas tied the white guy up.
They kidnapped the fucking mentally challenged white dude.
Yeah.
And gave him a haircut with like a straight razor and shit, like, and beat him up in an empty warehouse. Like, it was like a regular Thursday. Like,
I told my homie, because I was out there, I did a show at the Laugh Factory in Chicago, and I was telling my homie, I'm like, yeah, Chicago, man, I don't know why they portray it on TV like it's terrible. Chicago's beautiful. Lakeshore Drive looks amazing. It's fucking deep dish pizza places all over downtown. It's nice as shit. My homie was like, well, did you go to the south side? Nah, I said,
motherfucker, for what?
For what?
For what? For who? For what?
Yeah, one of the bulls was like, yo, my man got some weed. He out west side. You want to take this ride with me? No. We were staying at the Marriott.
Give me the downtown weed.
We were staying right down the street from Trump Plaza.
Yeah, where's the Trump Plaza weed at?
It was, I mean, Trump Tower, excuse me. It was nice as shit downtown. My homie's like, well, did you go to the south side? I'm like,
hell
nah,
no. You fucking tripping, fam.
Yo, I'm not trying to be funny. Friday night, I saw an article. It said 3 dead, 15 wounded in violent weekend. I'm like, the weekend just started. The weekend 4
just
hours
kicked
ago.
off to a violent weekend. That's a violent night, motherfucker.
Like, what the fuck?
That's the media spin. Like, call it what it is. Like, the mayor probably is calling like the fucking newspapers. Like, yo, tone it the fuck down. Cool. Like,
Trump. Listen, Trump said if they don't work that shit out, I'm sending the feds there. I'm not.
I'm sitting in the feds in the National Guard.
Have you ever seen OG Original Gangsters with
Yes.
Fred Williams and Jim Farrell? Remember the mayor when the OGs was going at it with the rebels, and the mayor was like, "You got a fucking World War III is about to happen in this town, and you're gonna have to deal with it." The boy was like, "Well, where are you gonna be, mayor?" He said, "I'm going to a golf convention in Palm Beach." I'm getting the fuck out of here. Like, yeah, Chicago's on a whole nother level. Chief Keef is like really one of the biggest artists from Chi.
Yeah, I mean, Chief Keef had a fucking was like an $8 million record deal at like 17 years old.
Yeah.
Like, and he's got another $6 million record deal right now with fucking Film On TV. So it's like, my man, I'm sure you got unlimited little dirty niggas around you that
Tons
are
of
willing
them.
to
What you
do.
say last week? It's 92 million savages.
Yeah. You can like just like in Philly, you can never run out of houses to rehab. Yeah. You can never run out of savages in the city of Chicago. Like they be like 8 years old, like shooting shit up. Yeah. Like it's like you wait. It's like you. As soon as you turn 8 in Chicago, they give you a 45 caliber and a box of bullets. Like,
it's like Somalia. Like it's just rebel.
Like
children.
there are people who have said they have literally found boxes of guns and ammunition in random alleyways, like in Chicago. Like, oh, I was walking down my alleyway to take my trash out, and it was a box of fucking
it was a video
Iraqi missiles in the fucking hallway.
It was a video on World Star where the kid was like walking down the street to school and he had his earphones in, and they started shooting, and he took his earphone out and looked. And they were shooting, and he put his earphone back in.
It kept going.
And kept going.
Yeah, kept going by his business. Business as usual.
Yeah, normal shit out here.
I hope it was the ops. You know what I'm saying? Like, I hope it was the fucking ops. So the end result of this shit is Keef's being held on $500,000 bail.
Real quick, I got to give a shout out to Kev. Kev said one of the funniest shits ever. Kev 215.
Okay.
There was an article that it said that the city of Chicago had overnight crews working with plows to clear the streets of bullet casings. They said it was 18 inches of bullet casings in the streets, and the city had to plow the bullets. So of course it's a fake article.
Right, I'm like, is that fake news?
the chick commented was like, well, where did all the bullets come from? And Kev said, the ops. You think?
The ops.
The fucking ops.
The fucking ops. The ops is just like a part of culture now.
That's one of the funniest shits Kev ever said. Yo.
Holy shit. So Keef's locked up, Tato's locked up. They gotta simultaneously post like $750,000 bail to get the fuck out of jail, or post bond of $75,000, or post bond of $75,000 to get out. Which, if you pay a bail bondsman, you don't get that money back. You beat on that bread. So the other option is go through with the whole trial, whatever, like that. The crazy shit about it is, the nigga Ramsey is on social media every day trolling Chief Keef.
Talking shit.
Talking big shit. Like, I look at the Elephant Man right now. This face fucked up. But I just came from the lawyer, nigga. This face about to be worth a lot of motherfucking money. We getting $300,000, pussy. Talk about no snitching. Fuck no snitching. I'm snitching, nigga. I'm like, yo, this is the brashest snitching I've ever seen in my life.
It's insane. The no snitching culture is crazy. Like,
the whole thing with the snitching shit is this. If you're a law-abiding citizen and something happens and you're either directly or indirectly a part of it, you have a choice to make. You're either going to say what you saw or not say what you saw. But if somebody shoot a nigga in front of my grandmother's house and the police come and ask her, did you see what happened? And she say, yeah, I don't know who did it, but a nigga with a black hoodie on shot this guy in front of my fucking house. My grandmother's not a fucking snitch.
No, this is granted, again, I'm on the 48, but snitching to me is you're doing something illegal. You get caught doing something illegal. You tell the people who court you doing something illegal, hey, I know other people who are doing illegal shit too.
Right.
So to get out of the fact that you got caught doing something illegal, you put that on the next person who's doing something illegal. That to me is snitching. Yeah. But when you're a civilian, when you are like a tax-paying citizen, like, remember the Cam was on the fucking John with Anderson Cooper, and he was like,
he said if a serial killer,
if you live next door to a serial killer,
I wouldn't say nothing.
It's like, no, I would just move. Like, nigga, like, I'm telling the cop, yo, B204, the bull,
he got to go.
He's killing people serially. Y'all gotta get this nigga. Like,
he ain't worried about me. Like, No, this is the same shit like how we've been talking about with Trump, where motherfuckers was voting for Trump. Like, nah, he talking about the other motherfuckers, not me. No, we are finding out now, a week into his presidency, you too, motherfucker, you next. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, yo, if a serial killer lives next door to you and you don't tell, you're doing your whole community a disservice. Like, that's not fucking snitching. You getting rid of a fucking problem. Like, he gotta go.
You heard me say it last week. I catch a bitch selling crack in a school zone. She's out of here. Like, real shit. Like, it's the truth. It's just, it amazes me at just how that no snitching thing has just, it's just always there. And this is the joint. You got people who work at Foot Locker in the water department be like, oh man, boy, rat. Remember when Beans was like, you're not qualified
to speak on that.
It's the God's honest truth. It's like, you never gonna hear me run around talking about who this, who that, and third, because I'm not in this bullshit.
And here's the biggest issue. In 2017, nobody's not gonna do nothing to a rat anyway. So what's the point of all the reporting and all of the, he a rat ass, he fuck around and smoke you. Like, and he's still going to be going about his motherfucking business. Now you dead because you got too much to say. And that's a whole nother thing. Like, just as a culture, as men, we got to stop having so much to say about everything and shit that don't involve us. Like, more problems are caused by motherfuckers being chatty patties and having too much to say than anything now. All of the issues people be having be of the mouth and of the spoken word variety.
I told you about the situation last week. It's like, this shit really just started like a nigga talking greasy on a fucking show and some tweets.
Right.
Like, some tweets will really lead to you getting your fucking... Get one in your helmet.
Yeah.
I'm a street nigga now. I like that one in the helmet.
Like Young Boy did to Omar in the store.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, yo, it's like, tone it the fuck down, man. It's like, everybody got so much to say and be so boisterous about it, like publicizing their opinion. A lot of times your opinion is not wanted or needed.
Again, though,
man.
like I said last week.
The life you save may be your own.
Real shit. Like I said last week, though, man, with the whole watching motherfuckers become celebrities and becoming successful and then just do dumb shit and it's just gone. It's just like, come on, man. Like, Keith is what, 25 maybe?
He's not even 25, I don't think.
No?
Like, I don't think.
Yeah, no, how about, because he was a kid.
He was a kid. He was 16 when, like, Don't Like and all that
he might be like
out.
21.
He might be like 21, 22.
Yeah.
Loaded. Just out here doing dumbass shit. Catching cases.
With Ferraris.
Yeah, like, they gonna have to come pick him up from jail in a fucking Ferrari. Like, your ex is gonna be in style, but it's like, it's totally fucking avoidable, my man. So, hopefully this whole situation works itself out. Keith, pay the man, you know what I'm saying? Let this shit go away.
Real
Hopefully
talk.
you get the charges dropped. You can move on with your life and use it as a
He's
fucking
21.
learning lesson.
Thank you, Justin.
Yeah, he's a fucking child. Like, you know what I'm saying? But the thing is, it just goes to show how rough of a life they be living in fucking Chicago. We done gave the kid 4 more years on his life. Like, yeah, Keith at least 25. That's like, no, he's a kid. He just turned 21.
That's crazy.
It's fucking crazy. So
21 years old.
21.
Hate that fucking 21 shit. You got me saying that stupid shit now. Oh man. So you wanna get into the main topic of the show, the reason why we're here?
Yeah, before we get into that real quick, the first hour of this show has been sponsored by Hookah Boss. Follow Hookah Boss, Hookah BAWSE on Instagram for all your supplies, wholesale and retail, or contact him at 302-363-8994. That's again 302-363-8994. Make sure you follow Hookah Boss, and shout out to the sponsor for the first hour of the show. And we're exactly at the 60-minute mark.
Exactly.
I'm good at this.
Yeah, that was
I'm
precise.
getting good at this shit.
And we got a sponsor, man. Let's give
Just, can we get some claps for our first sponsor?
Throw those fake claps in there, because we definitely got our first
fake baseball
sponsor.
participation trophy clap.
Oh man. So last week, is Just gonna throw the claps in there or not?
I don't know, Just. Yeah, he's gonna do it.
All right, yeah, well, you do that later.
All right, we'll worry about that later.
All right, so last week, I said something in the show, and it wound up becoming profound because I got a lot of tweets about it on Twitter. Chad kept saying it throughout the week. I said I would vote for Migos for president.
Yeah, and not one Migo versus another.
Not one Migo.
Not 1/3, not 2/3. All 3/3 of the Migos have to be president.
Offset, take off.
And most importantly, Quavo.
Uncle Quavo has to be there.
Uncle Quavo.
He's their uncle.
It's
just crazy that he's their uncle. All 3 of the Migos run for president 2020. I'd vote for him.
Yeah.
There we go.
Raindrops. Drop top.
Are you going to put the fake claps in there too?
Migos for president 2020.
Definitely.
This is our official pitch to QC the label and Migos, Young Rich Nation, presidents for 2020.
Real talk. I'm all
This is a
for
real
it.
thing. We're getting behind this.
I'm all for
No
it.
more Kanye. He met with Trump.
I wasn't for Kanye when he went in there. Like, I wasn't for Kanye when he said he would go when he would run for president. I wasn't with Kanye.
Right.
Thank you for the music and the claps, Jess. We appreciate it. What are you looking at?
I am. People texting me flyers and shit. You know I'm a fucking party promoter. Motherfuckers texting me flyers and shit. But enough of that. All right. So Migos versus Trump.
I honestly think Migos is more qualified as a trio to be president of this country.
Okay. You want to start from the back end of the reasons or from the top end of the reasons?
Well, what do you have as far as reasons?
I got 9 reasons. I got a list of 9 reasons why Migos are more fit to be president.
I have 3 that I feel like are just absolutely amazing.
Go shoot.
This I'm gonna give you my first one.
All right.
Migos made all the broke niggas stand on the right, all the rich niggas stand on the left.
Right.
That's way cooler than separating the country by race and religion.
Easily. And it's not unconstitutional.
Right there, they should be fucking president on the strength. It's better than what the fuck Trump is doing right now.
All right, so that's one notch for the Migos.
Migos are up 1-0 on Trump.
Okay. All right. Bad and Bougie is the #1 single in the country for 3 weeks in a row. Donald Trump has never had a #1 single
Not
ever.
even close to.
And he is not the #1 businessman in America either.
No,
That distinction would probably go to like Mark Zuckerberg or Bill Gates.
easily.
Or someone of that distinction. So they have one #1, Trump, no #1s.
Boom. You ready for my second
I'm
one?
ready.
Obama just left the White House with a overall approval rating of 60%, the highest approval rating a president has had in our lifetimes.
Bang, bang.
Migos approval rating on iTunes is 99.2.
I mean, what the fuck? Like, the album just came out Friday, 99.2 in a short week.
I know Trump's approval rating is going to be like 12 or some shit like that. So it's like, yo, I put the Migos in there.
All right, so that's Matt's reason number 2. Chad's next reason. Offset said one of the greatest lyrics in history on the new Migos single
I already know where
T-shirt.
you're going with this.
Yeah, shorty bad, but she broke and she don't own shit. And I just want to say that this lyric brought a thug tear to my left eye because I know a lot of poor, bad bitches, a lot of bougie bums, you know what I'm saying, and a lot of pretty bums who have nothing and act like they have everything. So just for that one lyric alone, Offset is at the very least ready to be Secretary of State.
Easily. I don't think Trump said anything that cool ever. in his life.
Nothing that profound ever.
I'm gonna go with the fact that this is my third and final great reason as to why I feel like the Migos are more qualified to be president. The nigga Quavo in the Difference video with
Yes.
Meek Mill, he's sitting on the car door with his leg crossed while the Wraith is in motion. That's the coolest shit I've ever seen in my life. I see like little niggas do fly little nigga shit, and I be like, damn, I want to do that. Like I want to get a Wraith and sit on the door while it's in motion with my leg crossed.
Right.
That alone, I'm cool with Quavo being president.
Real quick before I get to my next point, going back to Bad and Bougie. Bad and Bougie literally is bringing the country together. People of all races, creeds, religions, ages, is bringing us all together. You know why? Raindrops, drop top, smoking on cooking a hot. Those 3 lines alone is uniting the nation, and Trump is single-handedly tearing everybody apart.
If you watch the Golden Globes, Meryl Streep won her award, and during her acceptance speech, she took time out to dismiss Donald Trump for his attitude, for his ignorance, for his overall being as the president of this country.
Right.
In those same Golden Globes, when Donald Glover won his award for Atlanta, he praised Migos for making the song.
And
Bad
Migos
and
were also on Atlanta.
And
they were
on
the
it.
plug.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So score another point for the plug.
Migos is up like 7-0 already.
Yeah, this shit is bad. You know what I'm saying? Another point for Migos. Jerry Lorenzo, who is one of the best designers alive right now. He has a Fear of God clothing line. He does all Justin Bieber style and a bunch of other people, Kanye. His son, who's like 5 or 6 years old, came to him and said, Dad, I love that guy from Migos who goes roof, roof on Bad and Bougie. In turn, Jerry Lorenzo sent Offset a whole box and boxes of Fear of God clothing and shoes, and now he has a Fear of God sponsorship. Give it up for Offset because Donald Trump ain't got no goddamn Fear of God sponsorship by the best designer alive right now.
Donald Trump anything.
Donald Trump has his own clothing line, and they ain't sending him no free shit. what I'm saying? He has the Donald J. Trump collection at Macy's and probably Walgreens or something. I don't know. Wherever the fuck they sell that shit at. And nobody's sending him free clothes. And Offset now has a Fear of God sponsorship because he went roof on shit. Bad and Bougie. Again, bringing us together.
Like, my thing with the Migos is, like, this ain't their first anthem. It's not their second anthem.
It ain't their third.
It's like their sixth.
Yeah. All right, so let's go from the beginning. Versace's
well,
before Versace, Bando.
Bando was
They
huge.
brought Bando to the game.
Yeah.
Bando, Versace. Versace remix with Drake.
Right.
Fight Night.
Pipe It Up.
They
got another one, too, I'm thinking about.
Don't know why I came in this club with you,
they got
girl.
a huge anthem. Look at my dad.
They brought the dab to the game.
Damn.
Handsome and Wealthy.
Shit.
I mean, it just doesn't stop. And this is the reason why they brought, they call the new album Culture, because they are literally the culture. Like, Southern hip hop has been dominating the shit for like 18, 20 years now. So, needless to say, it's not going away anytime soon. And they have been like one of the seminal forces of continually reinventing themselves and bringing new stuff to the game every single year.
I want to take back what I said last week. Remember last week I was like, yeah, let's give Donald Trump a chance. Let's let him. He's the president.
See what happens.
He's fucking nuts. It's been 8 days.
Right.
It's been a week.
Yeah.
And Trump is out of his fucking mind.
He looked to put a ban on Muslims from 7 different nations.
I don't even understand that.
He looked to put a ban on Muslims from 7 different nations. And my issue with this is, 1, being Muslim, and 2, do you know who he really needs to ban and deport?
Who?
Chicks who don't respond to DMs. The chick who reads your message and you can see that it says seen and never responds. Gather all of them up and send them to Guantanamo Bay. You know what I'm saying? That's a different level of arrogance to see that I said something and not even acknowledge this shit with a response because you know it's going to say seen, and that's your way of letting me down easy and letting me know, yeah, nigga, fuck you in so many words. You know what I'm saying? Much. So you're dropping the ball here, Trump. There's a community of people that need to go, and it's not, you know what I'm saying, Muslims.
He's just worried about dumb shit. It's like the wall. He said, yo, I'm building the wall, and you going to pay for it, pussy. Like, that's nuts. No.
And then the Mexican president said, no, the fuck I'm not.
Mexican president both said, man, cancel that fucking meeting. Don't let him come down here.
Tell Trump, tell him eat a dick.
Yo, the wall is going to cost $16 billion. Like,
Charlamagne said some real dope shit on Brilliant Innocence. He said, why not just refurbish the wall we got now, put some barbed wire up, and get some Rottweilers.
Like, yo, not even trying to be funny. The country we live in is fucked up. It's a lot of fucked up things going on. Yeah. Flint still got dirty water. The school district here is fucked up. Yeah. Do you know what $16 billion could do for a lot of different situations in this country? And we worried about putting up a fucking wall. Like, mind you, I think Mexico is fucking great. Have you ever been to Mexico?
Yes.
Did I ever tell you about when I got detained in Mexico?
Oh, God, no.
Oh, my Lord. Listen, when I was trucking, this is hilarious that I'm now thinking about this shit. I used to be an independent contractor. You know that shit. I used to drive trucks. I used to go all over the country. So one of our yards was in Laredo, Texas, right? So I go down.
Right by the border.
Right by the border. It's literally like the border's across the street. So we're in Laredo. None of the loads are coming through customs. So we waiting for load shipments to come across the border from Mexico, right? So we're down there for like a day or two. My man, I got detained in Mexico. Yeah!
My uncle-in-law, Cordell, got detained in Mexico at a hotel. They had one of them all-you-can-eat, all-you-can-drink bans, and he overdid it with the tequila on the day drinking and got kicked out of the hotel, and they was like, he didn't want to leave, and they called the federales to come, the Mexican police.
Just so y'all know, our producer just put up a sign that said he got detained in 2015. Mine was 2006. So let me tell you how I'm chilling in my truck. My man Chris, shout out Chris. Chris is from Portland. Who knows what the fuck Chris is doing now? Chris is a black kid. That makes the story no different, but whatever. This white guy starts talking to us in the yard, right? Like he's a fellow trucker. And he says, have you guys crossed the border yet? And we like, no, we waiting for the loads to come over. And he was like, no, you can go over there and like party and shit. So I'm like, yo, is it popping over there? He was like, dude, it's the greatest fucking time you could have in your life. I spent $25 and it was amazing. I'm like, what did you do? He's like, let me tell you, $25. I drank tequila all night. I had a threesome with 2 hookers. I got a native poncho and a pair of snakeskin boots. I'm like, yo.
Sign me up.
I'm like, we're going. I tell Chris, we're in there. He like, man, I'm not going to fuck over there. I'm like, no. I sound like Bishop. Like, nigga, we are in there.
We going.
So I finally gas him up. We go over there. It's on. I mean, it's like the poorest fucking place on earth where we was at. I can't even remember the name of where it is on the other side. But we go over there. Yo, tequila was like 25 cents American. It was fucking insane. We're partying, doing all this shit. They don't have snakeskin boots in my size. You know what I'm saying? I wear a 15, so can't fit any of the boots. But I do get a poncho and I get a sombrero. So we go to come back over the border. I left my ID in my truck. I left my wallet with my ID, social security card, nothing on me. So they won't let me back in to the country. So I'm like, look, I'm an American. Mind you, I got on a fucking poncho and a sombrero. They're like, yo, everybody's cracking up. No,
I'm an American.
Real shit. So I'm like, listen, all I need to do is make a phone call. I can get my shit, from my truck. I can have somebody bring it over. Or I can even have my company just, send my shit over. They're like, all right, cool. Come in this building. And, you can do that. I'm like, all right, bet. We walk in the building. I go in a room and the door locks. I'm looking around like, wait, what the fuck? I sat in here for 13 hours. They went and started doing all the shit. Got my information, all of that. Came in, let me the fuck out.
You are who you say you are.
And
you're not defecting from the great nation of Mexico. You can go.
Yeah, that's funny as shit that you were detained in Mexico, too. That's hilarious.
So Trump has been kicking this shit about, y'all paying for the wall and all that, and now it's slowly turned into, well, we're going to pay for the wall, and then Mexico will reimburse us and shit. Like, I don't know about y'all, but it's like, I got a certain spending limit to where it's like, I'm going to pay for something for somebody and expect to get reimbursed. It's probably like right around like $400 or $500. I'm not kicking out $16 billion and expecting somebody to pay me back. You're probably going to get burnt on at least a couple of those billions.
The shit with Trump, though, that amazes me, and this is another reason why I think Migos would be better as presidents. You're never going to see Migos complain about how many people show up at the concert. Trump was pissed that he only had 250,000 people at the inauguration.
Shit. He said...
That same shit happened. I didn't have my ID. My producer said he accidentally crossed the border in San Diego without his ID.
You better, for all the listeners out there, TRPE, quadruple check your ID situation before you cross into Mexico. Especially now.
Yeah, it's real.
Shit contentious.
You might end up in Iran.
Yeah, I'm probably taking all domestic vacations for a while till we settle this shit and figure out what's going on here.
But it's just wild though, just how Trump reacted this week. He was pissed that all the jokes about his empty inauguration, that's where the whole alternative facts shit came from.
He said Sean Spicer out there it was the biggest inauguration in history, and based off of public transit estimates and ridership, blah, blah, blah. Then they asked, this is why Sean Spicer, listen, everybody needs somebody like Sean Spicer in their life.
Sean Spicer is the man.
He is a fucking rider, yo. Then they asked him about the shit, and he said, listen, I was sent out there to make a statement. That's what the fuck I did. You know what I'm saying? What the fuck do you want from me? You know what I'm saying?
The man sent me out here to say something. I said something.
Like, what do you want from me? You know what I'm saying? I'm here to do a job, man. Get off my dick. You know? I got official White House business to tend to.
Yo.
Pussy.
And all the marching, all the chaos. I was down there the other day when he was here, because he was here.
Yeah.
And they were downtown rioting.
Fucked up,
it was insane. And then you figure the women's march went on. And then the whole, the big thing that they're going on right now is the anti-abortion.
Yes.
And I don't understand it for the love of me. It's like, you got it's
been a fucking issue for 60, 70 years now.
It's just like, yo, let people do whatever the fuck they want to do. Not trying to be funny. Philadelphia, what we got now here? 1.6?
In the city, yeah, it's 6 million in the metro area.
The city is built for 300,000 people. If we didn't have abortions, we'd have fucking 9 million people running around the city. It's like, let people do whatever the fuck they want. Oh, Mike Pence. Remember last week you said if Donald Trump gets assassinated,
you got to deal with Pence.
You got fucking Mike Pence to deal with. Yeah. When they asked Mike Pence about the, because Mike Pence is one of the stone cold anti-abortion
guys.
people out there. The nigga Mike Pence said allowing rape victims to have abortion. He was talking about women because they were saying how, what if you get raped
and you get pregnant?
Then
what happens?
You should be able to have an abortion. Mike Pence said allowing rape victims to have an abortion after a rape would just make more women want to be raped. Like, yo, the nigga Mike Pence is off the hook.
Are you shitting me?
I swear.
That's a real story?
I'll send you the article. I seen it on like 80 different fucking things.
Man.
Like, yo, Mike Pence is off the chain.
Your vice president of the United States, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, he said it would want more women.
This is the person that's supposed to protect your freedoms and your liberties. Like the guy who said, "Oh yeah, you bitches gonna be out here getting raped left and right, just so you could get an abortion." You
He said that if they stop abortion, like make abortion, you can't do it no more, but allow people to do it if they're raped. You'd have women just basically claiming rape so they could get an abortion. Mike Pence, ladies and gentlemen.
Holy shit, man.
Mike Pence is off the fucking
Keep
chain.
in mind, we only got 8 days of this so far. 8 days of this hot shit.
It's like 1,400 and something other days
It's like
left in the whole situation. It's absolutely insane.
there. This week, a Trump regrets Twitter page popped up.
Oh my God! If y'all listen, if you're not on Twitter,
Follow Trump_regrets.
get a Twitter and go look at the Trump regrets hashtag.
The page now has 100,000 followers and is solely dedicated to people who hate Trump and regret voting for him. And another reason in the Migos' favor, it ain't no Migos regrets page out this motherfucker.
It's definitely not a Migos
You know what I'm saying?
page. Hell
There's
no.
a Trump regrets page. So that's another point for the Migos. Let's read some of these tweets, shall we?
Oh Lord.
I had this shit. Here we go. I should have never voted for you. Sorry, Mr. Trump. You aren't a real president in my book, yet I voted for you. They're true patriots while you are tyrannical. I voted for Trump and I am ashamed I did. How can you defend a racist, fascist, and narcissistic individual such as Trump? Could you control yourself already? You're out of control. I'm sorry I voted for you. Won't happen again. I voted for you, Donald Trump, at Real Donald Trump, at POTUS. Please don't give me voter's remorse. Why would you block U.S. residents from returning home? Why? Well, Don, this is a person with a picture of a dog as their AV. Well, Don, I voted for you and have to say you fucked this up pretty badly. Or was it Bannon? Real Donald Trump, you are a hateful, hate-filled man. Am I ashamed I voted for you? For everyone, I am sorry. For that, I am sorry to everyone. Snake emoji. I voted for you. Wish I could take it back. The Muslim ban. You have one of your physicians stuck in Iran with your dumb ass. Mr. President, I voted for you. Persian American citizens are the only ones suffering. You are punishing your friends. Dakota Access Pipeline, President Trump, I voted for you. Make America great again, not to destroy it.
Yeah, Trump's an idiot, man.
That's just like in a row. Like
Trump's bad. I really didn't realize it was. I didn't think it was gonna get this bad this quick. Like I really didn't think it was gonna be like, yo, it's on and cracking. Like that's the tip.
Yeah, executive orders.
Trump walked in the White House like they going cool. Give me that motherfucking tip.
Is these niggas out of here?
Yeah.
All right, let's get it cracking.
Get them fucking mouth straps up and let's get it the fuck going. It's insane that you know what's crazy about the whole ban? He banned countries where he doesn't have dealings going on for business.
Saudi is cool. Egypt is cool.
Yeah.
And there was like one more.
Saudi, Egypt, and I can't think of the other one off top. I didn't look at it. I looked at it, but I didn't.
Yeah, it was
write
Saudi,
down.
Egypt, and somewhere else. But it was like all places where he has a. Oh, and I think was it Iraq?
No, Iraq's definitely.
Iraq's out. Iran is out.
Iraq, Iran, Somalia,
Libya,
Yemen,
you're done. You're done. Yemen, you're out.
Syria, they're done.
Oh yeah, Syria, you're definitely out.
Yeah. My thing is this though, when it comes to the whole ban, you can't do that. Like you can't just be like,
it's like yo, it's like when Dave Chappelle got pulled over and the guy was like, "What the fuck is your?" Cop was like, "What the fuck is your problem? You know you're doing 80 and a 40 Sorry, officer, I didn't know I couldn't do that.
I didn't know I couldn't do that. Yeah, I did know I couldn't do that. Yo, it's just like, nah, you can't group a whole people together. Yeah. And say, yo, y'all are all bad.
Yeah, I say it all the time. You can't base a fact of the minority and then place it on the majority.
Like honestly, Trump and Trump supporters are nuts. They're not. Did you see the chick was like Yeah, because Toby Keith performed.
Oh yeah, Toby Keith. That's an A-lister to me. Way better than Beyonce.
I'm like, this bitch is on crack.
Like, way better than Beyonce. Toby Keith ain't even the top in his game.
Yo, I stood in the rain for 4 hours with my girl to see Beyonce concert, and the shit was all that. And I wasn't pissed.
Beyonce up there with motherfucking 6.5-inch heels on, dancing fucking her heart out like Michael Jackson in fucking Thriller in the rain, didn't slip, didn't fall, none of the above. And you telling me that Toby Keith and his cowboy boots is way better than Beyonce?
Toby Keith couldn't get on my bus for 75 cents. I wouldn't know who he is. You know what I'm saying?
$4, sir.
Yo, I'm like, yo, fam, $2.25. Fuck. It's just like, it's just crazy. Like, that's how nuts they are. It's like they don't see anything wrong with anything that's going on. They only see the alternative facts to every fucking thing that happens. Like, the fact that you could group together, like I said, people based off of a race, a religion.
Thinking about the Rafe talk.
Like, yeah, I'm thinking about the race. But no, real shit. It's like, look at Dylan Roof. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Plan to go kill black people in a church. I'm not about to write off all young white kids with, bowl cuts.
Right.
They're not all terrible.
Right.
We went to the movies last week. It was a white kid with a bowl cut who took our tickets when we went in.
Seemed friendly enough.
Seemed cool. You know what I'm saying? But it's just like, on the flip side, they're quick to like mass group. And it's like, yo, Timothy McVeigh took out 162 people with a fucking truck bomb. Are you about to write off white men with buzz cuts? Ricky Rowe was my man on Blue Chips.
Right.
He looked just like Timothy McVeigh. I'm not about to write off Ricky Rowe. Like, what the fuck? But that's how it is on the flip side.
Now I can't like Billy Hoyle from White Men Can't Jump because you got motherfucking problems.
Exactly. That's kind of what Schultz was referring to. It's like one person do something and then we group them together. And it's like it doesn't happen on anyone else except for one blacks.
Yeah.
Or the Muslims. You know what I'm saying? It's just crazy. You ever seen somebody black wilding the fuck out and people are looking at you?
Like,
and you don't know.
You gonna get your cousin?
Yeah, and you don't know this motherfucker.
like I never met him. Shoot him with a tranquilizer dart and throw him in a van.
Hit him with a cattle prod and put him in a truck.
Put him in a truck.
What
Like,
the fuck?
I don't give a fuck. Like,
that is crazy, man.
I'm worried about my security. Just like, yo, yeah, get him. Like, I'm not getting him.
Trump got the whole country at fucking arms, man.
So because of the Trump ban on Middle East countries, there has now been a subsequent Iranian ban on all American travel.
I saw a bunch of different
into
places
their country. And my reaction to that is World War III is on his way.
China straight said, yeah, World War seems like a possibility. China waiting to fuck something up. Half their army's here. So they waiting to tear shit apart. They like, look, it's almost imminent at this point. And it's fucked up because he shouldn't be there.
Right.
Like, an executive order, yeah, 8th day in the...
Executive order after executive order. Like, he just keeps, like...
That's like you just get, like, you get hired to drive the bus, and your 8th day, you like, making a detour. Like, man, I'm going to fuck down here. Like, Trump really in there making executive orders. His furniture ain't even there yet. Well, he's not even using the White House to live in. He's basically using it's a de facto trap house.
Yeah.
Because he's staying at Trump Plaza, right? Or Trump Tower or whatever. Yeah. So 8 days in, bro.
We got 1,400 some odd more days of this.
8 days in.
Get ready.
It's gonna be crazy.
All right, so I'm like we said, we've been 8 days of this Donald Trump madness. I can't imagine it's going to get any better before it gets worse. And we say all that to say, Migos 2020.
Migos 2016. What the fuck? We fucked up.
We demand a recount. Like, we fucked up. You know what I'm saying? You know what? We want the guy from They Know the Difference on the joint. You know what I'm saying? Like, we want the guy who said, I might fuck up your bitch and pay her bills. Like, we want him in the office. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, vote Migos 2016. We're going to push out a change.org petition to get Migos elected and see what we can do.
We didn't even mention the T-shirt video and how great that is.
Oh my God!
Society.
Listen, if for no other reason than anything, they wore animal fur like Leo in The Revenant in the fucking T-shirt video, and they cooked crack on a Pyrex pot
on fire and
sticks. Like, if for no other fucking absolute reason do you want these men representing your interests, it's that. You know what I'm saying?
Like, The nigga had on a full bear, like
with the claws.
he had on.
head.
He had on a bear. They hollowed out a bear's skin, and he wore the legs and put the fucking the everything, and he had the bear head sitting on top of his head.
That's boss.
That's
man.
the gangster shit ever.
So,
Migos for fucking president.
Yeah, hashtag Migos for president.
All right, you want to? We always got a social media topic that we talk about here.
This is disgusting.
All right,
Please, before we start the social media, please do not clap at me or Matt. You know what I'm saying? If you are any other offenders, we don't know y'all by name. We don't know who you are. You know what I'm saying?
Leave me alone, though.
Please do not clap at me or Matt. You know what I'm saying? Please.
Understand, I'm a God-fearing man. Chad is the drawback in this whole equation. Somebody hit me the other day and was like, y'all are like Blade Brown and Duncan Pendergrass. The only difference is the light-skinned nigga is the crazy one. Like, yeah.
Well, I'm dark-skinned in spirit. Like
right.
T.I. said, I'm 5'9" with the soul of a 6'4" nigga. I'm light-skinned with the soul of Noob Saibot. You know what I'm saying? The blackest nigga on Mortal Kombat. You know what I'm saying? That's me.
All right, so the social media issue of the week. There were some guys dancing on the bar.
At an undisclosed bar. We will not slander the bar. More than one time, there were guys.
Oh, it happened more than once?
It happened more than once this week.
Oh, wow.
Dancing on the fucking bar like Coyote Ugly.
Somebody said Coyote Thugly. I laughed hard as shit off of that.
Dancing on the fucking bar like the twerk team reunion. Millie rocking. Random other 20s little Uzi dances and shit like that.
I'm going to say this because when we were young, we danced.
Yes.
Like, dancing was cool back in the day. I mean, I guess dancing is cool now. It's just that we're old, so we look at it
Chris
differently.
Brown is the dancingest nigga I know. Never seen Chris Brown dancing on top of a bar.
On top of a bar is kind of wild.
That's like...
I said the other day on...
that's like...
I said on Instagram...
That's the spicy part.
I said on Instagram being fat sometimes is a blessing. Because
you ain't climbing up on
I
top
need
of
a
the
step ladder to get up on the bar. So it's like you see young in shape niggas that hop on the bar with ease, and then they get up there and lose they lose their cotton picking minds.
They was playing what was the fucking computer? Like, what is it about the Bobby Shmurda and Roddy Rebel music?
That computer shit
that makes y'all lose y'all fucking minds, yeah?
I don't know.
Like, you are a boy, Damon. Get off the fucking bar. Like, nobody wants to see you shake your nasty ass. Like, you shouldn't be gyrating in that manner, my brother. Your dad is gonna slap the shit out of you if you see this video.
Was there security in the place?
They just letting the shit go down. You know what I'm saying? Like Nori said on state property, CO's coming. You know what I'm saying? CO's not coming. Mad niggas getting stabbed. Just letting the shit go down. Pull a $150 out his ass. You know what I'm saying? Nigga done pulled a Millie Rock out his ass.
Yo.
Security watching the shit go down. Not doing nothing.
I would think that just the people who own the place or the people running the place would be like, yo, get the fuck down off the bar.
Get your goofy ass down.
You know, that's what I would say.
Tyrone, get your goofy ass down.
But
you again? This is your third time this week, nigga. It's your third time this week, nigga. And don't be pulling that falling down the stairs and shit either.
They gonna have to put like bulletproof glass and barbed wire on the phone.
They're gonna be like serving you your drink, you know what I'm saying?
Through the window.
Through the window, like when you go to the
KFC and the shit spin.
Damn, what's up with all the glass? Nah, you know, niggas
on the bar.
Niggas keep twerking on the bar, man. Like, they keep twerking it's like every day it's the same 4 niggas, man, twerking on the bar, man. You know, we gotta take security measures. Like, you're gonna have your motherfucking bartenders coming in having to go through a crawl space so y'all nasty asses don't get up on the bar. Like, shit is trifling.
Oh.
I just don't understand the psychology of it. Like, I don't want to be seen that bad that I'm gonna hop up on a structure and like start doing the little Uzi shuffle. Like,
start getting it. Yeah.
One time is an accident. 2 times you're going towards being a habit. Let this be the catalyst to shut this shit down. You know what I'm saying? Let the girls dance on the bar, do whatever they want.
Real
man.
quick, we can come back to this. You just made me think about it when you said 1 time's an accident, 2 times you're a catalyst. You know Grayson Allen?
Yes.
The white kid from Duke?
Yeah.
Tripping every fucking body?
Yeah.
This is white privilege. Rick Pitino, not Rick Pitino. Yeah, Rick Pitino. That's the coach of Louisville, right? Mm-hmm. Duke was playing Louisville. And for all of you that don't know, Grayson Allen is a white player, plays for Duke. Duke, as we know, is like an affluent school. Like, you're well off, most of the people who go to Duke. He trips motherfuckers left and right. He's like a dirty ass player, always doing some.
It's like Ric Flair, dirtiest player in the game.
He's like a 1980s Bill Laimbeer ass player. They were playing Louisville, and the media asked Rick Pitino, "What do you feel about Grayson Allen and all of the?" He's had 3 major tripping incidents. Rick Pitino said, "I don't think he's a bad kid. I just feel like he's made 3 mistakes." I'm like, what the fuck? Like, you don't make 3 mistakes. After the 3rd time, you tripping motherfuckers. Yeah. This is just your twist.
Motherfucker.
Yeah. But you just made me think about that when you said that the first time is a mistake, 2nd time.
In other Grayson Allen news, have you seen the shit with him and Ted Cruz?
Yes.
Yo, man, that shit was hilarious. They said Ted Cruz had a great comeback when Deadspin asked for proof of him playing basketball on Capitol Hill. He sent them a picture of Grayson Allen.
Yeah. Real shit.
That shit was hilarious, man. Because apparently Ted Cruz has been organizing these Capitol Hill basketball games, and they're like, Deadspin's like, Ted Cruz, get the fuck out of here. You ain't playing no goddamn basketball.
Hell no.
He sent them a picture of Grayson Allen. That shit was hilarious.
But yeah, to end up the social media issue of the week, just sit on a stool and drink.
Smoke your hookah.
I hate hookah, man, sometimes.
I've fully converted to like a hookah thought. You know what I'm saying? I've been listening to too much Fabulous. And I'm full blown hookah thought. One night I was out. I was at fucking Johnny Blue, and I had a thought overload. You know what I'm saying? And a thought overload is when you have too much bar food, too much cheap liquor, and too much hookah. I had a fucking headache, and like I felt like I was going to throw up. And then eventually, like once I got some fresh air, I was cool again. But it was like the bar atmosphere like overwhelms you.
You know, I almost got shot over a hookah in a North Philly bar. Shall remain nameless. Very, very rough place, rough crowd. You know what I mean? We walked in, and this random ragamuffin of a woman was like,
"Buy me a hookah."
Buy me a hookah. And I didn't say no. I just was like, "Yo, I don't even know you." She was like, "What? I should get my hitter to smash on you."
It's like, so I got to get smashed on because you can't afford a $10 hookah?
Yeah, it was crazy.
Like, where the fuck, you know what I'm saying? Where other than the hood does that type of logic apply where I'm the bad guy because you can't afford to support your fucking habit?
I didn't even say no, though. That was the crazy part. All I just said was like, I don't even know you.
You too worried about particulars, big man.
Fuck you worried about that shit Get before. This fucking hookah.
Shit nut ass out of here.
Oh, my goodness. All right, you want to go in the ass chat?
Yeah, let's do that.
We
I
still
feel like
got
that's going to take us somewhere else.
We still got kids. That's definitely going to get crazy. We got a couple questions from last week that we never got to. Let me get into this big ass fucking screen.
How many questions do we got now?
Because I accidentally deleted some.
Oh, okay.
So we're still sitting 63, which is the same pretty much. Because I deleted like 4 of them by accident. Some stupid shit. I didn't even see them. Like I literally remember I told you. Excuse me. I was swiping. Here's a good question. What are the qualifications for a chick being bad and bougie? I've noticed a lot of chicks with no source of income. This goes right in line with our Migos for president. I noticed a lot of chicks with no source of income and with credit so bad they can't get public housing, calling themselves bad and bougie.
I mean, some chicks are credit is so shot they can't even finance a pack of Wrigley Spearmint. So that's probably the first qualification is like, being bad and bougie, I would say you probably have to have some sort of a career or be working towards a career. Have good hygiene. That's probably 1B. And definitely, be on top of your affairs, whether it be your children, your credit, like all of that shit. Like, so if you don't have all of those qualifications, you are not bad and bougie, but you are allowed to enjoy the song and vote for Migos 2020.
Good answer.
Thank you.
All right. What does YBOD stand for, and why did you start the YBOD?
All right, the YBOD shit, and we're going to have a whole
YBOD episode we're playing.
It's going to be the YBOD roundtable. You know what I'm saying? Because I've talked about this on other shows, but we're going to really fully dive into it and examine it here on this show. We're probably going to have like 4 other guests when we really get into this YBOD roundtable. All right, short and sweet. YBOD started about 2 years ago, and it basically was like a retaliation or reaction to myself and like a lot of other friends having girlfriends and shit at the time, or wives and like, that are older women and driving us the fuck crazy and all the pressure that an older woman will put on you. And I'm like, man, y'all niggas need to get down with the movement YBOD, which originally meant young bitch or die. Mm-hmm. Meaning I would rather die than fuck one of these dinosaurs. So that was literally like the first inception of it. So we used to always hashtag YBOD on all our tweets and shit, but never tell nobody what it meant. It was just like some shit be amongst like 10 or 12 friends like on Twitter, and we never would say what the shit meant. So people started taking it to mean from the context of the tweet to mean like young bitches on deck. So we adopted that. Then a few months ago, this girl hit my man Esco in the DM and said, what do YBOD stand for? Young bitches over dinosaurs. And then a fucking light bulb went off. And then that's where like the merch and like the whole dinosaur war like on social media came from. And so once the dinosaur shit got introduced to it, then it basically became like a holy war between the young bitches and the dinosaurs, with the baby dinosaurs right somewhere caught in the middle, not quite knowing like who they should side with and generally like minding their business. So the whole reason, that was the whole history, the short Cliff Notes version of it or whatever. But yeah, I am a fan of the young bitches. Thank you.
You sound like Kenny Red on American Pimp. You ever seen American Pimp?
The bitches. She said, how many times can you call me a bitch? Well, can you count how many times you sucked the trick's dick? Okay, bitch.
He walked in the barbershop, boy, said, what's up with you, Kenny Red? He said, same shit, same old suit reheated.
Just reheated.
You know the groove and how a pimp move. I'm going to get my hair cut. I'm going to get my car clean. See if I can't go out here and scoop me up a nice, pretty young bitch.
American Pimp is one of the greatest documentaries
ever fucking made.
That shit,
it's not even close.
Yeah, my name is Rosebud with two D's for a double dose of this pimping.
He said, where do you get women to be your hoes? He said, they're all over the place. Go down Venice Beach right now. I guarantee you it's a bitch on a skateboard looking for some direction. They every fucking where.
Bus stations, train stations.
He said it's a pimp job to come through like you're supposed to, hungry like the werewolf of London, and come up on a little bitch when you get down there. I could do American Pimp lines all night.
You want to talk about quotables?
Quotables. American Pimp, greatest documentary.
Yeah, go watch American Pimp, man. Do yourself some justice.
All
man.
right, this next question falls in line with the YBOD shit. This chick says, I feel like, all right, whoever you are, your English is not up to par. I feel like men only like young girls because they don't like the grown woman pressure.
All right, so that was some social media shit. Let's do this.
But it's more to, well, go ahead. It's more to the question.
I'm going to answer the first part, then you can hit me with the rest. The whole talk of this grown woman pressure is some shit a bitter old bitch made up. So let's go ahead and like dispel that from the rip. I'm fucking with a young bitch, one, because she probably look better than your old ass. Two, her pussy's not beat down, bombed out, and depleted like Afghanistan. She probably don't got 3, 4, 5 kids and 6 different baby fathers. 4, she probably don't got one of her 3, 4, 5, 6 baby fathers in fucking a supermax prison somewhere, calling home, threatening her to kill her and whoever she fuck with every week. And then 5, this young bitch is not going to ask me for a washer and dryer and then call me a bum ass nigga when I tell her that I got shit going on with my money. She's going to ask me for simple shit that's easy to do and is not going to require a lot of work for me.
Like Hirachis.
So, yeah, Hirachis and Ultra Boosts and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? The young bitches haven't even converted to Ultra Boost shit. You know what I'm saying? They cost $180. They still getting Hirachis for $90. You know what I'm saying? I get them on kicksdeals.com for 30% off all day long. You know what I'm saying? So it's like simple shit. Like, so it's like, don't fault me for, because I don't want to deal with your old bombed out depleted box. Like, I'm Q. Like, just like y'all don't want to deal with no broke ass nigga, I don't want to deal with no old ass bitch. Let me have my preference and stop trying to put pressure on what you think something is as opposed to what we're clearly saying what it is. Like, I'm cool.
It was funny because my girl is young, and when the
as she should be,
when the YBOD shit started, my girl asked me, she said, "What does YBOD stand for?" And I'm told her, like, young bitches over dinosaurs. And she was like, well, what is it? Like, what makes you a YBOD? I'm like, anything under 25. She's like, oh, I'm a YBOD? That's such a dumb ass. Fuck is wrong with you? Yo. But I'm sorry. The end of the question is, and why can't a man be a dinosaur? And that's...
All right. The reason why a man can't be a dinosaur is simply stated, because as long as money is in style, a man is in style. JayZ, older than a motherfucker, his wife is essentially a YBOD because when he got with her, she was 21, 22 years old, something like that. Puffy and Cassie, when he got her, 19, 20 years old. Russell and Kimura, he was breaking the law. She was 17 when he got with her. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, it just goes to show that over time, a man As long as a man is financially stable and can provide and is wise enough to give a woman some direction, his age is not going to become a factor. But guess what? It ain't no amount of money that's going to make me fuck with a Iyanla Vanzant. Like, it ain't happening, boss. Like,
I fuck with a Iyanla.
I'm cute. You know what I'm saying? Like, but that's just me. It's just certain shit. Like, there's a check that's going to make me lay down with Eartha Kitt and be like,
Is Eartha Kitt still alive?
I don't know.
I think she's dead.
A Eartha Kitt type figure.
Don't use Eartha Kitt. She's dead.
All right. Someone of her age, Cicely Tyson.
Cicely Tyson's 137 years old.
You see what I'm saying?
You off the chain.
But Hugh Hefner is 137 years old and he got a house full of young bitches.
Yeah.
Point taken.
True.
So with that being said, the Honorable Elijah Muhammad said the proper age for a man with a woman is half of his age plus 7. So that means if I'm 40, my woman should be 27 years old. And that's coming from the Honorable Elijah Muhammad. Guess what religion I subscribe to? Islam. Next question. Why BOD?
I feel you on that. All right, we're gonna wrap up the Ash Chad. One more. I'm looking through these.
Let's get something good, some qualified shit, not some bitter bitch shit.
No, that's stupid. I don't like that.
That's stupid. I don't like that. We're gonna take 2 more.
Somebody saying they went to Cuba, amazing trip.
Did they give that hole up?
I don't know if it's the only bad thing.
Did he get some Cuban hole if it was a guy?
Oh, he went to Cuba to get at a chick that he met online. What's the furthest you've ever gone to meet a bitch for some pussy?
L.A. Went to L.A. I had a girlfriend from like 2012 to 2012. The shit didn't last very long. And she was Middle Eastern or whatever.
This nigga didn't waste no time. They dropped that fucking Cuban shit.
I'm out here.
I'll be there.
I'm out here.
Yeah.
Keep stalking this bitch IG. I got to get out here and get in this hole. So yeah, I definitely went to LA to meet her. And this was a girl that I met on social media, talked on the phone, text, all that shit, FaceTime, all that cool shit, and then went to LA and like I fucking fell in love with her. And then the relationship was over in like 6 months, but it was great while it lasted. But yeah, it definitely went 3,400 something miles or whatever.
I like this question. All right, last question we're gonna do.
Okay.
All right, she says, I listened to you guys' first 2 episodes. Y'all chemistry is amazing. I like y'all. Y'all are funny. Y'all got a lot of decent shit to say. She was like, I want both of y'all opinions on why do men feel as though they can DM you and you're just automatically have to give the pussy up?
I wouldn't say that you automatically.
I was gonna say that too.
Have to give the pussy up, but you should at least respond. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because it's like you never know who is who.
I feel like the world we live in, is social media driven.
Yeah.
So there are people who I legit follow. I know every aspect of their life.
Yeah.
So it's like, granted, my girl, I met her the old fashioned way. I met her in the street.
Right.
But nowadays, there are people who legit have wives, baby mothers, baby fathers.
That they met on social media.
That they've met on Twitter, on Facebook, on Instagram, whatever the fuck have you Black Planet, whatever the fuck you get into.
Right.
So it's just the fucking world we live in.
Yeah.
Like, I see your kids. I know where you work. I know what you drive. I know every fucking thing about you, damn near. So it's like a motherfucker is like, yo, all we not doing is fucking.
Right. We've been dating for the last 4 months since I've been following you. Like, get that hole up.
It's like, yo, like in 15 years when all these kids is like, that's 4 and 5, when they become like 18 and legal, they're gonna be like, Mom, how did y'all meet? Like, and it's gonna be like, well, your dad DM'd me, and then he sent me a dick pic, and then like,
and then you was born,
and then we met up at the bar. He bought me a hookah, and
then we made you.
It's like, that's just kind of the way it works nowadays. Oh my goodness, I love these fucking questions. They're fucking hilarious.
Yeah, I mean the DM shit is just part of life. It is what it is. Like,
culture.
You know what I'm saying? Because my whole thing is show me the same respect you would show your celebrity crush. Because that nigga ain't no better than me. So if that nigga DM you, you gonna be right at it. Respect me the same way. Say something. Even if it's get lost weirdo. One
of the first people we had ask about sponsorships on this show, DM me. It's just what it is.
It's what it is.
It's
like I work for a large nightclub in the city of Philadelphia. I'm not going to name it because they don't sponsor the show. So, but their DM is filled with job requests. It's just the way people, you know what I'm saying?
The DM it moves.
It goes down in the DM. Literally, y'all heard Yo Gotti #1 record in the country.
Yeah.
It really goes down.
Yeah, the DM is powerful, man.
I mean, so that is what it is, man. But yeah, show me some respect, man. Respond to them DMs, or I'm gonna spam your page. Shout out to that.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, I think that's everything. We
covered a lot today.
We covered a lot of topics today, man. NBA. We didn't talk about the Pro Bowls tonight. Does anybody care about the Pro Bowl?
I don't give a fine.
Super Bowls next week. Atlanta versus New England. I'm going with the GOAT.
I'm going with the GOAT.
I mean, it would be nice to see the Philly kid win it, but
who's the Philly kid?
Matt Ryan.
Oh yeah. How about it?
You know who's the Philly kid? The other quarterback.
I'm like, wait, who? I'm like Julio from Philly.
Yeah, it would be nice to see Matt Ryan win it just to put some variety in the NFL, but who fucking knows what's going to happen. But in the meantime, rate, like, subscribe, and share the podcast.
Rate the podcast, hit some stars, leave a comment.
Yeah. Share it on social media so other people can see the link and click on it. We've had people hitting us up from Virginia, Phoenix, Miami,
Texas, LA,
all types of shit.
Who was I saying earlier? Phoenix.
Yeah.
It's just crazy.
So, I mean, we got a lot of dope shit coming up. The first couple episodes, we just wanted to kind of give you guys just to, give you the lay of the land of, how we think and who we are as characters. Going forward, we're going to have a lot of dope guests, a lot of dope conversation. We're going to expand the podcast conversation. And we just want you guys to ride with us and hopefully grow with the show as we continue to grow. And we hit top 100 on the comedy chart. We didn't even touch on that.
We didn't even big ourselves up for that.
Yeah, so more fake claps for that.
More fake claps for that, just 100. We made the top 100 comedy podcast.
Yeah, we hit number 98, up from 121 last week. On the news and politics chart, which was the wrong chart.
I like the hashtag the little podcast that could.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, we're doing this no network, no muscle, no machine behind us. It's just, thank you,
there
Jess.
we go.
Yeah, thank you. It's just us.
Yeah.
It's, and I don't know anything about promoting at all. So
I know a little bit about a little bit.
I literally just posted on Instagram and
the shit is working.
Yeah. It's just taking
So
off.
salute to all you guys. We appreciate the support and the love. Like we said, man, Stitcher Radio, iTunes, Google Play Store. Subscribe to the podcast. You walk up on a family member or a friend. Hey, let me see your phone. Subscribe them to the podcast.
Exactly. And Migos for President 2020.
Yeah, that's what it is. We're going to leave you with the sweet sounds of Migos t-shirt.
I'll let y'all next week.